Oh, what an adventure! Get lost with Google Maps. G'day everyone, how is all going? I've been working out here on the trailer. I installed this Victron battery charger. This is a 17 amp 12 volt battery charger, and I purposely installed it upside down on this side so we could read the instructions. I don't know why they put the instructions on the bottom. Anyway, so, and I've wired it says it's fused there, over to the positive fuse and the shunt, which is on the neutral. I'll walk around and show that. And while we're doing that, now last time we went camping, this induction cooker was a total success except for we didn't have one of these cooking mats. Okay, and what happens is, as this gets hotter and hotter and hotter, because it's a magnetic induction cooker, this thing starts to slide off the cooking center. Okay, so these mats are meant to stop that. So I'm gonna give that a test first, and then we're going to recharge the batteries, because it's been sitting here for a while. So I've got the batteries turned on to both, which is that white switch there, and I've wired the Victron 17 amp, well, it's an IP67 rated, which is waterproof, battery charger. I've rated that up the other end there. You can see the fuse that's on the positive at the top, and the bus bar that measures amps in and out. Okay, so before we get started, now the solar's under the shade and it's all turned off, so we're going to see exactly, because last time when we tested it we had the solar and the sun on, so we're going to see what this pulls out of the batteries. And I don't know, it's got about a litre of water in there, I'd say. So we're just going to see how long it takes to boil that litre of water. Make sure I got this little mat in the right spot. Yep. And that little mat should stop the kettle from trying to run away, because you can't always park on a level spot. You can get the trailer level backwards to forwards, and with bits of wood you can sort of get it level, but sometimes you just want to stop for a quick cuppa. And yeah, what we found was that this thing kept on wanting to run away, and you had to stand here and hold the damn thing. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'll just go get my iPad so we can see what's going on. And then we'll turn the inverter on and get this induction cooker going. Okay. Excuse me. So we've got the BMV 702, which is the battery monitor. We can't see the solar charge controller because it's turned off, and we can't see the battery charge yet because it's turned off. Okay, so for now we're just going to go into the BMV 702. Now the battery's been sitting here for, I don't know, since the start of this COVID thing, because just before they locked down the regions in Western Australia, we got a phone call from the kids and we rushed home. So it's been sitting for a while. Okay, so we're going to turn on, that's the camera thing. So we're going to turn on the inverter first. I think I need to push and hold that. There it is. Then I'm going to turn this switch on. Okay, got the little red light on, says it's on. Alright, so the inverter alone, along with the BMW 702 and all the little lights that are on here, are taking 0.62. I've got a bit of a cold, I'm sorry. Out of the battery bank. Alright, or minus 8-9 watts, you can see that there. Okay, so let's turn this on. Now we have to unlock it first. There we go. On. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that goes up to 9. Okay, so that's as high as it goes, is 9. And we're taking 178.9 amps out, or 2,100 watts about. Okay. Now remember, these batteries are only rated at 100 amps discharge each. So I would not want to go too much over that. And this is why we chose an induction cooker over an electric kettle, because if you have an electric kettle, they're usually 2,400 watts. And that is over the 200 amp limit that I have on this trailer. If I wanted to go over 200 amps, I would need to buy another battery and of course a bigger inverter. And the it's not a matter, if you buy a 3 kilowatt inverter, then you've got to have the batteries to power that 3 kilowatt inverter. Okay, with these ones, these lithium batteries I have, they're limited to 100 amps with the controller in them. So you can see we're going really well, really well. Now last time, as this thing got hot and started to boil, it started to vibrate and make a humming noise, and it just went totally crazy and started to walk off the thing. And if I hadn't have spotted it, God knows where it would have ended up. It could have walked all the way to Tasmania. So we're just going to see if it's going to move. And that water already, oh, okay, that water's getting really hot in there. So this mat is working really good. Now this mat cost me $15. Okay, and they're special mats just meant for this job, which is totally awesome. So I'm going to just turn this off now. You can see we're drawing a continuously 2,134 watts. That's out of a 2,000 watt inverter, which is absolutely lovely. The fans haven't even come on it yet. And we're taking out now 180 amps. And the battery's under load, and this is a big load for a 12 volt battery. For two 12 volt batteries, is down to 11.86 volts. Okay, that's beautiful. So you can hear this. This is going to be boiling any second now by the sounds of the damn thing. Alright, what's the time? Just let's go down here for a minute. It's 11:34. Okay, let's bring that back up again. Alright, it's 11:34. When it starts to boil, I'll come back. Okay, it's now boiling. Can you lift it off for me, love? The time is 11:35. So that's pretty quick. This will just automatically turn off. That's fine. All right, so let's go back into the Victron. All right, now it's got a fan running in it now to cool everything down, and you can put your hand on top of that. It's a bit hot right in the middle, but the rest of it's not bad. and that'll just turn off itself. There it goes, and the fan will turn on and off until it's cooled. So we're back down to 12 watts. The batteries are straight away back up to 13.11 because that's a pretty big load, so you get a bit of battery sag even with lithium batteries. Okay. All right, so I'm calling that a success. That little rubbery thing, absolutely brilliant. All right, so we've got the, I'll just put this up here. There we go, lovely. So we've got the charger here. I've got it all plugged in. So now we'll turn it on. Maybe I haven't got, oh yes, there it goes. All right, so that's just flashing, blinking fast. I'd call that fast, so it's in bulk. So now we go back to this program here, okay, and we refresh this. There it is. So it straight away picked up the battery charger. I love Victron stuff. It automatically updates. It's brilliant. All right, so we're going to the battery charger. Now I've already programmed this battery charger for lithium. Okay, and we're feeding 17 amps, which is the maximum the battery charger can do, into the batteries, and we're bulk charging them. It says 13.3 here. Okay, that's from out of the shunt. And what's the amps say? 16.3. So we're putting 16.3 into the batteries, all right, because we have got that little bit of a load running all this stuff here. And that's brilliant. You can go into the history, you can go into the status, which is this page, history, and then I'll just show you the setup for lithium batteries. All right, you can see there I've got lithium ion, okay, down the bottom. I've got a check in that box there, and I've got 17 amps, and that's a 20R, and then you can have 6 amps, so you can select which ones. I haven't got anything done in advanced settings. I think I have actually. No, I haven't got anything done in advanced settings at all. There we go. So that's, push that, get back out of advanced settings. Function. Yeah, charger. Now, yeah, and you can also operate this as a 17 amp power supply, but for me it's just a charger. All right, so when I'm at home, I can easily maintain my batteries with this charger. I'll just go turn the solar on real quick. I'll just go back here. There we go. All right, so you can see here I've got the VE Direct, BMV 702. I've got the 17 amp battery charger. So I'll just walk around here. And I've got to turn my MPP 100 volt 30 amp charge controller on. Now you see I've labelled these at the top and the bottom B and S, so that's battery and that's solar. So I go into here, it's really hard to do one-handed, I'm sorry. But basically I go in there, I turn the battery on first, and then I turn the solar on. Okay, and now you can see the little blue lights come on down there. And that's for this, oh, I think this is a 330 watt. It's very dirty, it's just been sitting under here. 330 watt split cell solar panel. Alright, so we go down here, we hit refresh. There it is. So we go in there. And even so it's so dirty, it's got about 21 volts, 0.1 amps. Current 0.2, 0.1, 0. Okay, so it's not doing a hell of a lot right now. I'm being underneath the veranda and totally filthy. But that's how it works. And when I'm camping, I can just keep an eye, like we won't have the battery charger because that's basically for home, for maintaining the batteries. So, but when I'm camping, I see VE Direct and the battery charger. So I can check remotely what my batteries are doing. We can also check the Victron battery monitor here, but that doesn't tell me exactly what the solar's doing. And that's why I put in a Victron charge controller. The gear just works so well, so seamlessly. It's a lovely program. Everything auto updates and I just love it. So anyway, we're just putting fresh stuff in the trailer and getting the trailer ready to go bush. That's what we're doing today. So that's a bit of an update. And everything's working brilliantly, you know, as I would expect, because the wire size is oversized, slightly oversized to do the job, and I've got all the correct fusing in there, and the inverter's sized right for the batteries and the job I want it to do, and that's the most important thing. It's when designing a power supply for a camper, you know, you got to work out what your loads are going to be, then you work out whether you're going lithium ion or lead acid or lithium titanium, or doesn't matter which you go. You've just got to size everything correct for what you want to do. Alright, so you don't need to see us restocking the trailer. I see the missus has already brought a big pile of stuff out there. Basically we're just replacing all the perishables. Alright, I hope you enjoy this video. It's a glorious, glorious day today. I think it's Saturday. The sun's out. We're expecting snow at the Stirling Ranges, so that's awesome. Keep safe everyone.